This lesson is called addition or subtraction of fractions with different denominators. So when you have different denominators, before you can add and subtract them, you have to get a common denominator. We like to use the least common multiple of the two denominators. And I do have a video on least common multiples of two numbers. So in this case, our denominators are 6 and 8. So we think of a number that both 6 and 8 can go into, and the smallest one is 24. So we can rewrite this problem with 24 as our denominator. In order to get 24 in the original fraction, so 5/6, we want to change it to 24 in the denominator. We have to think about basically 24 divided by 6, or what number times 6 give us 24, and that's 4. Because we have to multiply 6 by 4 to get 24, we have to multiply 5 by 4 also. This will give us a fraction that is the same quantity as 5/6. It just looks different. So we're going to have 20 24ths, and then we want to add 3/8. Again, we want to see what do we multiply by to get 8 to change to 24. And we need to multiply by 3. So when we multiply 8 by 3, we also have to multiply 3 by 3 to get 9. We're just multiplying both of those fractions by 1. So when we multiply by 1, we get the same number. So 3/8 times 3 over 3, which is just 1, you get 9 24ths. But this also equals 3/8. So we're not really changing the number at all. So it says write your answer as a fraction. So we don't have to change it to a mixed number, which we normally don't do in more advanced math anyway. So we're going to keep it as 29 24ths. I'm sure if you changed it to, well, let's see if they'll take that. Yeah, I'm sure if you changed it to a mixed number, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Like, I'm sure they'll still give it to you as right. Okay, here we're subtracting. So we're looking at the numbers 5 and 7. The least common multiple is just 5 times 7, which is 35. So we could just times these two. So you take these two and you times them. So that gives us 35. And you could do this with any two fractions that you're adding and subtracting. And then you multiply to the sky. 7 times 3 is 21. And 5 times 4 is 20. And that's just because to change 3/5, you have to multiply by 7 over 7. So that's why I did 7 times 3. And then to change 4/7 to 35, you have to multiply 5 by 5. And that's why we multiplied to the sky 5 times 4. So 21 minus 20 is 1. And so we're going to have 1 35th. That is actually another way that you can do those problems. The problem with that is if we have to reduce. So let's do it that way for this one, where we take our 9 and our 6. Okay, so we're just going to multiply 9 times 6, which is 54. That will become our denominator. So we just times those two. Then we multiply to the sky. 6 times 8 is 48. 9 times 5 is 45. When we add those, we get 93 54ths, and we have to see if we can reduce it, which we can, because 3 can go into both of those. So we're going to divide by 3 for this one, 3 for that one. 3 into 9 goes 3 times, into 3 once, so 31. 3 into 54, 3 goes into 5 once, carry the 2, 3 into 24 is 8. So it's 31/18. If you used the least common multiple for this one, you would have seen that both 9 and 6 go into 18. So that's the one that you would want to use. And that's the end of our lesson.